Every once in a while, something comes across your desk where you just sit back and you like, damn, JCAM, JCAM. What is JCAM? It stands for the Jewish Cemetery Association of Massachusetts. Look this up, people. Jewish Cemetery Association of Massachusetts. Click on the link because you're not going to believe this shit. Shout out to my man Isaac Ford for the drop. I mean, this is the drop off, but this is a whole nother dimension of the drop off, y'all. I mean, y'all know how we drop people off, out the frequency. But this drop off is them dropping you off. They're dropping the creator off is what they're doing. This is how they get down. So pull up the link. This is an annual book burial for depositing sacred materials and burying books. Now, who would want to bury some sacred books? We're going to get to the specifics of exactly the contents of these books and what they want. But I just want you to first understand or try to get into the mind of a maniac who says this book belongs beneath the ground. Now, I'm talking to my people right quick. Have you ever even thought about putting a book under the dirt? Or are you so enthralled, so enthusiastic about finding out these secrets that have been buried when you know that they've buried your foundational legends? They buried Moshe and they buried Preston John and King David. They bury you every day, don't they? Don't they bury so-called Negroes every day? So what are we talking about? What are we burying? Depositing sacred materials and burying books? Well, what could they find in these books that they would want buried like a dead person? This is their festival, people. This is how they celebrate. This is how they get down. This is how they get their rocks off. In Roxbury. JCAM, damn. JCAM, JCAM. Holds an annual book burial each spring at the King Solomon Memorial Park Cemetery in West Roxbury. I can't make this shit up. But something comes along every now and then that is the culmination of everything we're talking about. Who would do this? Why? Could it be because everything we are saying and getting on, everything we said they're covering up, they're in these books? Then they're going to try to act like, well, we just want the ones that are in perfect condition. Like, who cares if the book's in perfect condition? Is what is within it. What does it contain? They just want the pristine looking books. They want it to look good on the outside. They don't care about the inside, or they do care about the inside. Let's see what's on the inside of these books. JCAM holds an annual book burial. The Jewish Cemetery in Massachusetts buries books every year, every spring, at who? King Solomon, who is Preston John. All right, Memorial Park Cemetery in West Roxbury. Like I said, they're getting their rocks off burying books in Roxbury. JCAM collects thousands of worn out siddurim, they call prayer books. Torah scrolls, so they're getting scrolls. Talism, tzitz, tefillin, and other sacred materials containing what? Don't even get mixed up on what all this shit is. Just know that all this is sacred shit. If it's worn out, it's because it's old and not taken care of. And they want to further destroy it by burning it or burying it. They would just burn it, but that'd be too out front, right? So all this and other sacred materials containing what? The Hebrew name of God. They don't even put G-O-D. They put capital G hyphen D. They don't even want to. You heard me correctly. The JCAM in Massachusetts, the Jewish cemetery, holds an annual book burial every spring at King Solomon Memorial Park. If you're in Massachusetts and Roxbury, look this shit up and get this shit. Go dig this shit up. Go dig on it for real. Go dig on this shit. Go dig on it. I mean, what are they holding there? Scrolls? Sacred books containing the Hebrew name of the Creator? So if these books contain the Hebrew name, they want them buried from the local community, synagogues, and organizations. The materials are stored at our new community, Menasseh Book Depository, located at the Sons of Abraham. So first we got the King Solomon, then you got Sons of Abraham. All these so-called are Negro people, but these Jewish people, they revere them so much. They revere our ancestors so much that they bury the books containing the Hebrew name of the Creator. Located at the Sons. All right, look this shit up. Y'all go check it out if you're nearby there, man. I'm sure you'll see them doing what? Burying books, people. You think this is play? Look at it. A picture is worth 1,000,000,000 words, man. When you look at this picture and see nothing but containers of scrolls and books containing the Hebrew name of the Creator, buried like bodies, like they bury you. Look at these happy fellas here. Look at these fellas happy to bury books. They've been doing this shit forever. You're gonna hear them say, "This is what we do every year." You never heard of this shit? Is it only one place, or is it happening in every city? If they're doing it annually, is your city doing it too? Is just this the one that's finally getting to our attention here? Just when we're in the book mode, we're in the mode for looking up books. Now we find out that all the drop we need is being buried. Right now, people. We can't make this shit up. This is JCAM. This is the Jewish cemetery in Massachusetts. Look, we sort. Sorry, so check this out at the Sons of Abraham Chapel on the Baker Street Cemetery. They want you to know exactly where they're at. They want you to know exactly where they're at. We sort through the materials. Those found in perfectly good condition, like these, are placed on their bookshelves in Menasseh. The rest are buried. Look at this. This is not perfect condition. This is damn near perfect readable condition, and it's still being buried. What's this book called? The Amidah. Buried. The Amidah is being buried, people. This should burn a fire in you as they burn and bury your treasures. Oh, but the ones that are pristine, they look good, they get to be kept. So only a few, right? So what, 90%, 90-something% of the drop is buried, and a couple books are kept. So at the Baker Street Cemetery, they sort through the materials. All right, so they said, call us. Call them, they said, 617-244-6509. So they're on their website. To make an appointment during normal business hours to drop off your sacred materials. Shemot, they call it. They call this Shemot. Right? Isn't that Exodus? The book of Shemot? Look at how they hijack Shemot. They hijack the Exodus. Of you dropping off books. They make it an annual book burial. They make your Exodus an annual book burial. These niggas never gonna wake up to Exodus again. We ask for an $18 per box donation to help us defray the cost of sorting, transporting, and burying these sacred materials. They know they're sacred, but they're still burying them anyway. Who are these people? What do you have to be in this skin to do this shit? What makes this feel alright? Instead of just saying, yo, everybody come pick these books up. We're giving them away. We're dropping them off to libraries in the inner cities. We're dropping them off to people that want to, form new foundations and new charities and new libraries and new research teams. We're dropping them off to scholars and researchers and universities across the world that don't have books. No, we're burying these motherfuckers. We do this shit every year. It's our thing. We get our rocks off in Roxbury. Damn, JCAM. Everybody say, damn, JCAM. Fuck is your problem? 617-244-6509. They want you to know. Alright, man, this is real shit, man. This is really happening. So they know they're transporting, bearing these sacred materials that contain the Hebrew name of the Creator. Look at this shit, man. Alright, look. Let's read it. Guideline for book burials. Oh, let's read their fancy guidelines for how they destroy sacred materials containing the Hebrew name for the Creator. Books are first and foremost to help the living. Wow. Look how they start this demonic shit. The living. Who speaks of the living but demons? Do living people speak of the living? Or do demons separate that as, oh, you're the living. The books are for the living. Anybody thinking that mentality of the living is a demon? Demons bury books. Devils bury books. Materials in perfectly good condition should not be buried. New and slightly used books should be offered to other synagogues or schools. Oh, okay. So they keep those in the family, given away to libraries, senior citizens. All right. So now they're going to give away the pristine stuff, they're saying. But we do not want to be wasteful with consecrated space. So instead of the ones that we consider not pristine, or we say, just bury that one. Bury that shit. Oh yeah, it's in perfect condition. Bury that shit. How do we know what they're separating? They're just telling us. We don't know how many pristine books they're actually burying. Alright, so we do not want to be wasteful with consecrated space. Only when no other use can be found, it should be to the Genazah located at the Sons of Abraham Chapel on Baker Street, West Roxbury. Why do you do this? Why do y'all demons bury books? Oh, no problem. We got an answer for you. We do this to show respect and awe before the holy name. Remember, this holy is a hijack word. It's just spirit. It's just demon. Before the demon name. Let's right quick. King Select's will, man, he broke this holy thing all the way down. Spirit, demon, all that. So let's see. Holy, Holy Ghost, holy. 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 Oh. Let's get it. Holy, halig, holy, consecrated, sacred, godly, ecclesiastical, from Proto-German, halaga, Danish hell, hellig, hell, hellig, hellic. So it's from hell, literally, hell. Holy, whole, uninjured, alright. Holy cow, holy, holy, Holy Ghost. Holy League. So what year did they give us? Did they give us a year? I got this one, 18. Holy has been used as an intensifying word from 1837. So when you think of things as holy and you're like, oh, but it's holy, just remember, they brought you this word named holy. And until you get to the bottom and know that it's from the source of Old Norse and Danish hell, hellig, hellic, alright, so this got you back to holy. You know what I mean? I tried to get some more drop on it. especially when you deal with the Holy Ghost or Spirit. Holy Spirit, right? Check it out. Spirit. To make more active or energetic. All right, so we got that. Carry off. Let's get to the drop. Let's get to the drop. Spirit, soul, spirit. Meaning supernatural, immaterial, creature, angel, demon. So you have the hellic, so you have the hell and holy, then you got demon. Are you getting the picture? And all this is new drop from the 13th and 14th century and the 1800s. Get off of this vibration, people. You got the creator. Stop using these spirit, word, ghost, God, all that is Christianity. Demonic vibration. Let's get it back. So why do you do this, demons? Well, only material with the Hebrew name of the creator. You know, we do this to show respect and awe for the holy name, for the demon name, for the hell name. So to show respect for their demon name, they bury the Hebrew God's name, because the Hebrew God is not the holy name. The holy name is the meaning supernatural, immaterial creature, angel, demon, apparition, demon, apparition, a demon apparition, divine, all that stuff is celestial, demon apparition. So to show respect for their demon God, they bury the name of the true God. They bury the name of the creator to show respect for that energy that is holy, a demon to them. Books entirely in English or any other language do not need to be buried. Hebrew primers, literature, and newspapers without the holy name do not need to be buried. So if the book is in English, cool. If it's in Hebrew, bury it. To show respect for their demon God. To show respect and awe before the holy name. We'll bury the creator's name in Hebrew. But if you speak in the forked tongue or sorcery or English, books entirely in English or any other language other than Hebrew don't need to be buried. So what is it about this Hebrew name of the creator? Hey. And what are they talking? What are we saying? I want to look. I want to know. Somebody dig this up. Dig on it, man. All right, let's get the rest of this. Hebrew primers, literature, and newspapers without the holy name do not need to be buried. Please separate this out and dispose of it normally. All right, so if it doesn't have the creator's name, you don't have to bury it. If it has the creator's name, bury that shit. Only material with the Hebrew name of the creator should be brought for burial. Only material with the Hebrew name of what they're calling God, G/D, the creator. Only the Hebrew creator's name should be brought. All other languages, and if it doesn't have that name, cool. No problem. But don't let motherfuckers look at this Hebrew name. Don't let them call on the creator's name. Bury this shit before the children wake up and call on the name of the creator. Hey. Don't let that vibration spread through the community. They're waking up too fast. They're seeing too clear. The water's too pure. Only material with the Hebrew name of the creator should be brought for burial. But Hebrew primers, literature, and newspapers without the Hebrew or holy, what they're calling holy name, do not need to be buried. Man. So it says the Janaza is not a depository for personal mail or junk mail such as yada or school papers unless the Hebrew name of God is found within them. So if the Hebrew name of God is found within those newspapers, solicitations, or magazines or school papers, send it over so we can bury that shit. Are y'all seeing this? Do my eyes deceive me, or am I dreaming? This is a softball. We can all knock this shit out the park. The Janaiza is not a depository for personal mail or junk mail. Okay. Such as newspapers, solicitations, magazines, or school papers. Cool. Unless you have the Hebrew name of the creator in them, then send them over so we can bury that shit. Now look at what they're trying to twist. Right quick. Alright. Just so you know we're not tripping. Shemo. Alright. This is his Wikipedia bullshit. Parsha Shemo. Alright. Now, I got the Sefer, so when I looked up Exodus, it said Shemo. They call it Shemo Exodus. Now, they're calling this shit a book burial. Their Shemo is a book burial. Even Wikipedia knows that this shit is not a fucking book burial. Even Wikipedia knows that there is an actual history and heritage to the Shemo or the Exodus. They have trivialized the Most High, his redemption of his children, to a book burial that only hides the Creator's name underground, like a dead body and corpse. They want you to be a corpse. They want your information to be a corpse. They want your knowledge, your spirit, your energy to be a corpse, to be dead. Shemo, Shema, Shemis, Shemois, Shema, Shemiz, Shemos. Hebrew names, the second word and first distinctive word of the Parsha, is the 13th weekly Torah portion in the annual Jewish cycle. All right, so first they're going to give us the hijack, right? So it's the annual Torah portion in the Jewish cycle of Torah reading, and the first book of Exodus. Oh, and it's and it's the first book of Exodus. First is our Jewish cycle of Torah reading. That's the important thing. It's the Torah reading. We're reading the Torah, but what's in the Torah? Oh, the book of Exodus. So Shemot is the book of Exodus. Is that why it's called Exodus? Shemot in my Sefer, in my composition or compilation of books. So if Shemot is the book of Exodus, why do they have to hijack it with the Jewish cycle of Torah reading? And why are they calling the Shemot? We treat the Shemot items with the Hebrew name of God as we do the human body with dignity and care. Just as we bury bodies to be returned to dust, so do we with the Shemot. You bury bodies to be returned to dust on the Exodus? Our remembrance of this particular salvation and our hope of the one to come is celebrated by these demons just as we bury bodies to be returned to dust. So do we with the Shemot. Please do not put anything in plastic since it's not biodegradable. Cardboard box is just fine. You can help us by sorting through your materials prior to bringing them to the Genazah and properly disposing of materials that are not deemed as Shemot, meaning items with the Hebrew name of God. So on your Exodus, people, every year to celebrate, to twist your Exodus and to make it so that you can't even be awake to get the information to have another Exodus or call on the name of the Creator. You see what it's all about, bearing the Creator's name. So they celebrate the Shemot, the book of Exodus, by burying the Creator's name like dead bodies with they call dignity. We're going to bury him, but we're going to do it with dignity and care. But we're going to bury that shit. We're going to bury the Creator's name so you can never call on it. But we're going to do it with dignity and care. Carefully do it. Meaning it's thoroughly. Meaning that this shit has been, you know what I'm saying, completely meticulously thought out with dignity and care. the book of Exodus. This is how they're treating the Exodus. It constitutes Exodus 1:1 through 6:1. The Parsha is made up of 6,762 Hebrew letters. All right, so it's breaking down the whole thing. 2 lines of Torah scroll. It read in the 13th Sabbath after whatever. All right, so that's what they do. Now check it. The Parsha tells, so they're talking about the Shemot, or the book of Exodus, tells that the Israelites afflicted in Egypt, tells of the Israelites afflicted in Egypt. So we're not play. We're not fucking around. They're celebrating Israelites' affliction in Egypt by bearing the Creator's name. The hiding and rescuing of the infant Moses. Moses in Midian. The calling of Moses, circumcision on the way, meeting the elders, Moses before the Pharaoh. So we're not bullshitting here. Shemot only refers to the Exodus, the Israelites, their affliction in Egypt, and their salvation. The hiding and rescuing of the infant Moses. They're only celebrating your Exodus by destroying the name of the Creator. We treat the Shemot as we do the human body with dignity and care. Just as we bury bodies to be returned to dust, so do we with the Shemot, the Exodus. How the fuck does that make sense? This is demonic, people. This is what they do to remember the Exodus. They bury books only containing the Creator's name. Every year. Every year. JCAM, Jewish Cemetery, Massachusetts, West Roxbury, Sons of Abraham Chapel on Baker Street Cemetery, 617-244-6509. They want you to know exactly their information. They have it right here. You have the link. Click on it. Let's get the rest. Ah, man. JCAM, Cemetery, Roxbury, Demons, takes the responsibility for the burial of Shemot, which includes books, Bibles. Oh my goodness. So if the Bible is not in perfect mint condition, it gets buried, but only if it contains the name of the Creator? Fuck, man. Golly. I mean, this is outlandish type shit, yo. This is outlandish type of shit. I mean, you can make an appointment in their office right now. You see it? You see it? JCAM takes the responsibility for the burial of Shemot, or the Exodus. Only the Exodus, Shemot, Book of Exodus, Israelites' affliction in Egypt, the hiding and rescuing of the infant Moses, Moshe in Midian, the calling of Moses, circumcision, elders, Pharaoh. JCAM takes the responsibility for the burial of the Shemot, the Exodus, Israelites, by burying the books of the Israelites and the Creator's name of the Israelites, included in Bibles, scrolls. Damn, man. I want that scroll. Can you just dedicate it to me? No, we're burying that shit, kingdrop. Fuck you. We do this shit every year, motherfuckers. Benchers, Tefin, Telat, photocopy pages. So even if it's a photocopy. So how much do they care about shit being in mint condition if they're just going to say, hey man, just give us, even if you got a photocopy at home of the Creator's name. So I can make a photocopy right now, send it in, and they're going to just bury the shit? Or papers with the Hebrew name of God? They keep saying this shit, right? Just to let you know that the whole purpose is to bury all Bible, scroll, and all that shit, photocopy pages or papers with the Hebrew name of God, your Creator, on them, to ensure that these items are treated with the respect our tradition accords them. I'm about to throw some shit, man. My bad. Not busy. me straighten up. Let me straighten up. God damn it. You see this shit? I'm going crazy. This is it, man. King going crazy. King going wild. Next episode of King going wild, man. Isaac, why you gotta do me this way, bro? Why you gotta send this shit to me, man? You knew how it would affect a nigga's soul. a nigga's soul. Alright, man. Let me just get through this. I'm out. Quick drop. Let's go. I gotta calm down. I gotta take a walk. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so these niggas burn some shit, they bury some shit, Bible scrolls, photocopy papers, or papers with the Hebrew name of God on them to ensure that these items are treated with the respect our tradition, they do it every year, accords them. And again, if they do it there, they're doing it everywhere. In a city near you, I guarantee. These Shemo gatherings, Exodus gatherings from synagogues, schools, individuals are brought to the Geniza. When the Geniza is filled, JCAM arranges the burial and provides the land. There are costs to JCAM that are involved in opening and closing the grave. So they even call it a grave. Whose grave? I even heard they're digging up bodies to make more room for books. It's so important for them to bury the name of the Creator with the Hebrew name of God on them to ensure that these items are treated with respect. Our tradition accords them. So you see how this is a play on words. They're not saying that they're treating it with respect. The devil ain't lying. These devils don't lie. They just trick their words. So they tell you, like, look, they told you right from the beginning. Where's that joint with the holy name? You know what I'm talking about? Holy. All right. Without the holy name. We treat the Shemo items with the Hebrew name of God as we do the human body, with dignity and care. They're not saying that they treat the human body with dignity and care. They're saying that they're treating it the way that they do, according to their tradition, which their holy God. Oh, okay, here we go. We do this to show respect and awe before the holy name. They're not saying they're showing respect to the Creator. They're saying they show respect to holy, ghosts, spirits, demons, meaning immaterial creatures, demons. So their main demon, whatever you call them, that's what they're showing respect to on the Shemo. On the Exodus. Man, alright. Goodness gracious. They ain't lying. They ain't lying to you. Right in front of your face. These Shemo gatherings from synagogue, school, and individuals are brought to the Geniza. When the Geniza is filled, JCAM arranges the burial and provides the land, no problem. For the reason JCAM, oh yeah. So there are costs to JCAM that are involved in opening and closing the grave. That's how they remember the Exodus of you being saved out of captivity. Graves, dead. For this reason, JCAM asks participating congregations and individuals for donations to help defray the cost. We recommend a donation of $18 per box. Donations to be mailed to our office, yada, yada, yada. The Sons of Abraham Chapel, located at the very end of the Baker Street roadway, y'all. 617-244-6509. Call them for an appointment, they said. You know what I mean? Do not leave any materials outside. But you can send them photocopies as long as they got the Hebrew name, man. So this is what's going on, man. Again, love to Isaac for, because this had to get out. If you're in the area, I'm not telling y'all to get in trouble. I'm not. Kingdrop does not condone anybody getting jammed up over this, but they burying scrolls, man. I mean, they burying books and scrolls containing the Hebrew name of the Most High. That's just how it's working. Look at this. JCAM holds an annual book burial every spring at King Solomon Memorial Park Cemetery in West Roxbury. JCAM collects thousands of worn out prayer books, scrolls, and all that containing the Hebrew name of God each year from the local community, synagogues, and organizations. So it's only about bearing the Creator's name. That's how these heathen remember the Exodus, while they steal your identity as Jewish. 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 Jewish, 1540s, from Jew plus ish. So they really thought about this shit. They said, we need to put this ish. Again, I tell you to bring me some hot water. You bring me some hot water. I say bring me some hot-tish water. You might bring me some warm water. Jewish is just nothing but lukewarm water. Trickery, deception. But what's the real thing? What's the real hotness? The Israelite. The Israelite. The Israelite. Affliction in Egypt, the Shema, celebrated by the burying of books, which they want to burn these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They want to burn them, but they're there. So if they do this shit every year, how many books are there? I mean, they do it every year, thousands, right? So let's say they bury 5,000 books a year. They've been doing this every year. That means they got hundreds of thousands of books underground, and that's just one location in Roxbury, Massachusetts, man. They even had a little link. I don't know. It said more photos. Let's see. I don't know if it will give it to me or not. Okay, so this is their Facebook link. I'll leave this link too. Jewish Cemetery Association of Massachusetts. The annual book burial today. Alright, so this was back May 24th. So they do it every year. That's every year around May, I guess. Had its annual book burial at the King Solomon. Alright, so all that same stuff that they gave us. I'm trying to see if they got any more pictures. They said they had more pictures, but I guess I gotta be a Facebook friend. And I'm not on Facebook no more, guys. So love to y'all. Love to the melanated true earth plane. Miss y'all, man. Miss y'all. But they asked me for government ID, and I said, man, you are on social media. The minute Twitter asked me for government ID, I'm out. YouTube asked me for government ID, I'm out. I can't be dropped. I can't be kingdrop to you. Oh no, we need to change your name to this name. You can't name me. You can't name me. I don't need to be down with you. I got homies. I got real friends, nigga. Nah, man, love to y'all, man. Do y'all, man. Jewish, 1540s, from Jewish. So only in the 1540s does this ish get added to this Jew, and then now, oh, we're Jewish. Yeah, Jewish. Yeah, this is how it is. These things are added. Look at these dates. This is all the dates of your hijack, man. So we get back into that Prester John part 15 coming up, man. You got a lot to do, man. We only talking about Prester John. What are they doing to your writings, Prester John? Prester John, why are they trying to jam up your writings? Because they contain the name of the Creator, Prester John. They don't want us to call on the name of the Creator, King David. They don't want us to have the drop. But we got it, man. We are Drop Nation. I love y'all, man. Look this shit up, man. The truth is stranger than fiction.